Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at 4 different Psalms. These Psalms are all going to come out of some pretty moments of intense pressure that David is going to face. These Psalms are going to be moments that lead him into a time of worship, even when the challenges mount. So we're going to look at Psalm 17, Psalm 35, Psalm 54, and Psalm 63. All right, let's look at Psalm 17 first. This psalm is a prayer for protection. David is crying out for God's justice. Confident in his innocence, he asks God to listen, protect him, and treat him like the apple of his eye. Hide him under his wings. Enemies are surrounding him, proud and predatory, but David keeps his eyes fixed on God. He even ends with the line in verse 15, "As for me, I shall behold your face in righteousness. When I awake, I shall be satisfied with your likeness." When we live with integrity and keep our eyes on Jesus, we can sleep in peace knowing that Jesus' very presence is our reward. Now, Psalm 35 is a plea for God to fight on his behalf. David is being slandered and hunted by people he once cared about. He's hurt, angry, and honest. He asks God to rise up and defend him like a warrior. 35 verse 1 says, "Contend, O Lord, with those who contend with me. Fight against those who fight against me." He doesn't hold back. He prays that his enemies fall into the traps they've set for him. But he also promises to rejoice and give God glory when he is delivered. If we're to reflect on this one for our own lives, it's okay to bring raw, honest emotion to God. He can handle it, and he can handle your frustrations and fight your battles for you. Psalm 54, David writes this one when the Ziphites told Saul where David was hiding. He's betrayed again. But instead of lashing out, he runs to God for help. "O God, save me by your name and vindicate me by your might," in verse 1. Even in the middle of betrayal, David chooses to trust. Verse 6 says, "With a freewill offering, I will sacrifice to you. I will give thanks to your name, O Lord, for it is good. When others let us down, God never does." Then in chapter 63, likely written when David was in the wilderness, this psalm is a deep expression of longing. He says in verse 1, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you in a dry and weary land where there is no water." Despite the desolation around him, David finds satisfaction in God's love, in God's strength, and in his presence. His soul clings to God, even while enemies plot his very downfall. When everything else feels empty, God's presence alone can satisfy. Worship is most powerful when it rises from our wilderness journeys. That's it for today. Be well, friends.